Okay, guys, we're back, and we're looking at another bit of this Make It Common Bridge the Gap, Season 1, Episode 1. Men want a beautiful woman, and women want a rich man. No, look, that's not 100% correct. I mean, they're both a big part, a big factor of what people want, but I wouldn't say it's the biggest one. Oh, no, it is the biggest one. I wouldn't say it's be-all, end-all. Anyway, let's take a look at this.
That took all my strength.
Men want a beautiful girl and women want a rich man.
I would disagree. I'd step out. Oh God, these guys are agreeing. What? I would look. More or less, yeah, I would agree. More or less. More or less.
Take the chair
But
with you, innit?
Oh, okay, man.
you learn some things.
So disappointed in myself as well.
When we're talking beautiful, are we talking about just physically or are we talking about within as well?
Oh, I like that.
We're talking about rich, are we talking about rich in soul?
Okay, like,
Obviously, I feel like, yeah, he doesn't want,
I mean, more or less,
Someone
it
that-
is true.
if we're talking about physically, he doesn't
I
want
mean,
someone that looks
that's
good.
that's the
though.
thing you look at.
Yeah, you're not gonna go and look at someone that's ugly and say,
You have to wake up every morning. You got to wake up with that person, yeah.
Okay.
And if they're pushing us 4 out of 10,
that's dead. Four.
you're looking. That is
No, beauty is in the eye of the
You're not gonna
beholder.
get out of bed. Actually, no, you are gonna jump out.
I'm even gonna get in the bed.
No, but I think beauty is very important.
Like, yeah.
You have to be attractive.
Yeah, I mean, it's important. So you look. That's what you look for, but it's not the be all end all. It's not like he has to be rich or she has to be beautiful. I mean, yeah, he has to be attractive, and the man has to be a provider to some degree.
There we
Yes,
go.
and beauty can be seen differently by each person.
Subjective.
Yeah.
Subjective.
So, for example, you might meet a girl that you might not be initially attracted to, but the attraction grows.
Yeah.
Is she still what you would classify as beautiful, or
Yeah.
is it because
That's what I say. Because obviously, me
yeah.
personally, obviously, looks is amazing. But if you can look like Beyonce, but your personality could be like
Yeah.
just.
I think in the
am
short
I doing
term, this is a right statement. In the short term, men do want someone who's beautiful.
Yeah,
in the short
definitely.
term, women would want someone who...
No, but I don't think it's about the riches.
Yeah.
Do you know what I think it's about? It's the sort of personality and the discipline that someone who's managed to attain a certain level
I
of
think
wealth
it's
has
someone
accumulated.
who provides.
It's that
Yes,
we're
financial
attracted
security,
to.
someone that's
We're not
secure.
attracted to the fact that they're rich. We're attracted to the fact that they will have a certain diligence about them. They will be intense. They'll be on it.
100%.
And that's what we're
No, I
attracted to,
think it's
because
also the
every
money.
woman loves a leader. We love a man that's holding it down. We'll just be like, yeah, he might not even be rich at that moment, but you can see the potential.
And someone can have a lot of potential,
What about
but
the work rate? If you're not really.
sometimes
It just
it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Maybe you have the work rate and there's something wrong in the plan of action. But I think when it comes to rich men, like 100% the work rate, and that is like the leader is really attractive for women, but the security as well.
Yeah, so it's being a provider.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a provider, there's a sense of maybe, depending on the girl, a certain lifestyle and everything. And it's just like
So if someone was a provider and they drove a Prius, that's fine, yeah.
a provider. Pardon?
Providing and they drove it to your
Prius
Prius.
car.
I'm not up to, don't ask me no questions.
Yeah, when it comes down to it, sometimes they get too attached to the lifestyle, and so that's when they start becoming a bit more entitled and a bit more gold diggerish, and then it becomes a little bit more complicated. And now it's all about the money. But yeah, I mean, it depends on the person. I guess the more modernized in Western society that women get, the more value they place upon how much money he has in terms of the dollar figure, instead of the leadership and all that kind of stuff.
What did you just say down so
You know,
quickly?
yeah.
Like, no one's going to get a screenshot.
I feel
You
like
give it a 4 out of 10.
I thought you're on the floor with that.
No, that's not my thing.
Easier to handle.
My thing was just more.
Just maintenance.
I don't think it's just because some of the descriptions you've had is kind of like, oh, with time and stuff like that. And with certain men, it's not about the beauty, because at the end of the day, it's not what you see. Sometimes it's what you feel.
What you feel. So,
You know what I mean? Like,
See,
so.
that's where I'm.
Yeah, he's got a point. I like his point. He means, look, short term in terms of like what depends what you're after. If you're after like marriage material, then yeah, beauty is not the highest. Is not as high as it normally is. And if you're after like a one night stand sort of thing, then beauty's really high up there, and it doesn't really matter about her personality too much. With women, I think women look for typically one thing more often, in which case it's like marriage in terms of settling down, in terms of those kind of things. And so therefore, it's a bit more consistent with men. Is a little bit all over the place. It's a bit varied depending on what stage of life he's at.
I'm with you on this one.
Do you get what I mean? So, I mean, sometimes she might be the most beautiful person, but you don't feel anything for them. Or it could be they are not. It's just your friend that you've known for a while, and you just know they're going to take care of you. And that's why you choose them. So it really just...
I think that's dangerous, though. I think in a long-term relationship, you might feel for that person, but then, like,
If you
as
feel-
human nature, if a 10 out of 10's walking past, then you're
Nah,
like...
then you don't feel for the person.
Here's what I-
Then
No,
you
I don't
feel
believe
for
that
the
because
person.
it's just a natural human instinct.
No,
natural.
I say
If a 10 out of 10 walks past, it's a natural human reaction. There's nothing you can do about that, unfortunately.
pretty is everywhere, handsome is everywhere.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. It's about the feeling.
Yeah, because...
But
Temptation is real.
No, I'm not saying
you have to be
temptation
attracted
is-
to the person you love. You
Okay,
have
for
to.
me,
you would be.
I'm going to say for me, it's a case of I disagree with the whole thing of men like beautiful women and women like rich men, because if we're talking about aesthetics, I think, okay, cool, we can all, everybody, or for me, I think that a man can lust after a woman that is aesthetically beautiful, but then everyone has their own ideas and concepts of what beautiful is, and it might not seem like the norm, but for me, I don't really agree with that even then.
All right, let's switch it.
And also because if men are rich, if it's a case of women are attracted to men that are rich, as in financially rich, for me it's got to be soul rich. It's got to be mentally rich. We can have money, and I get the whole thing about you're attracted to the ambition, but we're talking about what his bank account is saying.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah,
I
'cause-
interpret it as what his bank account is saying. Now, a man
Exactly.
can have not so much money, and for me, he could be like very attentive, charismatic. He's on point, like spiritually. His mind is just
Consistent.
phenomenal. It bangs differently. Do you understand that? For me, that is what it is for me.
Because my
Someone
thing is,
rich
it
is gonna
sounds
buy it.
nice. Everybody says things that sound nice.
Yeah,
It
no, I
sounds
get that.
nice.
I get
and
that.
it sounds nice. But when you're in the gritty, dark place and you're like, how am I going to get out of this? That beautiful woman, you're not going to enjoy her. In fact, you're not going to be fighting. But financially, if you're okay financially, you can get things done, and that's what you need to move your life forward. So I'm not saying that it's that you should just go for a rich guy, but I'm saying we're not just attracted to the rich, we're attracted to what's driving him, what's driving.
Yeah, women are a bit more varied in that. That's why I find there's quite a big variety of women. There's some women that don't really go straight after money. Some women prioritize money. Some women prioritize looks. Some women prioritize ambition. Some women prioritize charismatic personalities. Depends on the woman and what stage of life she's in, but it's much more varied than men. Men are typically looks if you're looking for a sexual encounter, and less priority on looks once they're looking to settle down, and a little bit more on femininity and gender roles.
But suppose you've got a rich man that just treats a woman like absolute crap.
Then
He's got the money,
X
he's
him
got the
out,
arrogance,
throw him in the
he's got the
trash.
arrogance. But this is my point. This is why I say that for me, this is why I walked away, because
Or the bad boy type. Women typically can scrap money and all that kind of stuff with the bad boy type. That's another thing.
for me, a person could have money, and okay, women could be attracted to the man with money, but then he could be so disrespectful, and he knows because he's got that money, he carries a certain weight, he believes,
Yeah,
and he's
arrogance.
That's because the woman is
disrespect,
pandering
and some
to him.
women will stay in that because he's got the money, he's going to pay the bills, and
Yeah, I
he's
got
going
my
to take
security.
care
I
of
think the
him
question is
financially.
just a very general question, and it's just very generalized. And I think off like just
It is very general.
first sight and just
Yeah,
kind of
face
how
value.
society
They're gonna
kind
go
of
for
seems to
someone
move.
rich.
It's
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
agree with the
yeah.
statement.
Got your last comment to put in before we wrap it up?
Like and subscribe.
Well, that was it. that was it, I think. Yeah, that was the last
Love
one.
that.
Well, I'm looking to review another video at some point. Well, make sure to like and subscribe to the Make It Common for my commentary on this thing. That's about it. Anyway, thanks guys. See you later.